Do you want me to?
Back to my video. Today I'm going to teach you how to do the shake change. It's a pretty easy color change. Color change is basically, I'll show you in a second, but I'm using the Black Ghost 2nd edition by Bicycle. You can buy these at illusionist.com. They're a great card company. They're not that expensive. I guess they are if you include the shipping fee, but they are fantastic. I actually prefer the white ghosts over black ghosts because over time they kind of rub off, but these are still new. I still haven't broken them. I didn't break them yet, so I don't know how well they're going to work for me. But anyways, back to the topic, the shake change. This is what it looks like. Let's say they chose the Ace of Hearts. You get it lost in the middle of the deck. You give a few cuts. Maybe a quick riffle shuffle. Ooh, I can feel that. It's really hard on my finger right now. And let's just say I'm going to use the Jack of Spades to find your Ace of Hearts. I just shake it, go 1, 2, 3, and basically it changes. It turns into the Ace of Hearts, and that's a color change. Basically, a color change is changing a card into a different card. That's a shapeshifter. I'll have a video on that in my other video, like in my future tutorials. Like this is the Erdnase change, right? Changing from 10 of spades to 9 of diamonds. Or I can do a Cardini change. I don't know how well I'm going to do it with this deck, but yeah, it's too new, but that's what it looks like. I'll have tutorials for this later. So basically, the shake change. This is what you do. You have a card, right? And let's say this is the card you want to choose. On your left hand, you do a push-off pinky break. Push-off pinky break, I think I taught that already. You place the 6 of hearts or whatever the card you have in your hand on top. So you have a break above 2 cards. One is facing down, one is facing up. And you hold it in this grip, right? You transfer it from the mechanics grip into this grip where you have your thumb on the bottom and you have your middle finger at the top. It's a pretty easy change to do once you get the hang of it, but at the start this is going to feel really awkward. So preferably I would use a pretty new deck of cards, but it would work with any deck. So this is what's going to happen, right? You're going to, I'll demonstrate it first. You go 1, 2, 3, and on the 3, when you move your hand, this is what you're actually doing. You're turning the cards. So it looks like the 6 of hearts actually changed to 4 of clubs, but in reality, you're just turning the cards. And because you're covering up with a fast movement, small movements covered by big movements, going like 1, 2, 3, like that, no one's going to notice it unless you're a magician and you already know what's happening. So here's a tutorial. You hold onto it like this. On the bottom left corner, you put your thumb. Bottom right corner, on top right corner, you have your middle finger like this. Your ring finger and pinky finger, they do absolutely nothing. And basically, your index finger, right index finger, does all the job. What you're doing is you're going to hold it like this, like so, right? And you're going to basically turn it using your index finger. For me, what I do is I grab onto this right beside where my middle finger is and turn it like this. But for some people who has longer index fingers, they can turn it from the outer edge. But for me, I do it closer to my middle finger. And then basically, you kind of grab onto this side, this edge, with your index finger. And then pull it up and rotate it like this, 180 degrees, right? It's going to feel awkward, but in time, it'll feel very easy, very natural. So here we go again. you have your thumb right here on the left bottom corner. You have your middle finger at the top right corner. And then with your right index finger, you're going to rotate the card like so, right? That's what you're going to practice first. And then once you get the hang of it, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be covering the small movements with a big movement. So you're going to go 1, 2, right? You're going to just move your wrist, right? Flick your wrist once, twice, and then on the third one, you're actually going to move your elbow as well. So bring the card all the way out and bring it in. And when you bring it in, go 1, 2, 3. You're going to rotate it and bring it back like this, right? So you're covering small movements with big movement. 1, 2, 3, like that. That's what it's going to look like. If you're slow at it, it doesn't matter. You can make a bigger movement like that and no one's going to suspect a thing, right? You can, if you want, you can throw your arm all the way out and bring it in like so. The point is that they're not going to know what you just did, right? So, and if you get really good, you can just go 1, 2, 3 like that. Still looks really good. Easy, very easy color change. So let's go over it once more time. Let's say that's their card. That's a random card, and this is their card. I'll teach you where you can use this, by the way, later on. You just hold it like this. It's 2 cards right here. Those are 2 diamonds. Let's use a different card, a king of spades. It's better when you change from a red card to a black card or a black card to a red card because it's more visual. Anyways, you have them 1 card facing down, 1 card facing up, and you just hold on your thumb goes to left bottom, your middle finger goes top right, and you shake 1, 2, 3, and on the third one, with using your right index finger, rotate it like so 180 degrees. At the start, this is what's going to happen. You're actually going to drop the cards like so, or you're going to rotate it halfway, and it's going to get like caught on your index finger or something like that. But all you have to do is just practice, guys. For this, my tips: don't hold it too tight, because if you hold it too tight, you're gonna like bend the cards and then they're actually gonna fly out like this. So don't hold it too tight, but if you hold it too lightly, the cards are gonna they're gonna be too loose and they're just gonna fall off. And the reason why I'm teaching you this before the shapeshifter is because shapeshifter, you gotta get the pressure between the right thumb and your middle finger perfectly. But for shake change, there's a bigger gap for pressure, bigger room for mistakes and errors. So just practice doing this, get the pressure right. And what I would actually recommend is, like me, grab onto this part and then turn it over slowly. Just keep working on that, and then just make sure that the card doesn't fall off your hand when you're doing that. That was 360, by the way. That's a flourish. I don't know why I did it, but 180 degrees, like so. And just practice moving your index finger, or get used to moving your index finger up and rotate it like this, in this motion. Up and like that. Because that's all you're doing, right? It's going to go up and push. Bring it up, then push. That's what you're going to do. So if you get that and you're ready to do the color change, here's the application. For the easiest trick, very basic, we can get the spectator to pick any card you want, right? Let's say they pick this card. I tried to do a riffle fan, but it didn't really work. Let's say that's their card. You don't look at it. So they chose it. You get it lost in the middle of the deck, like so. And you get a pinky break. Or if you're still inexperienced, I think you can do a push-off break like so. You just push the card in, push down, and like that. I think I'll have a tutorial on it. And then what you do is you're going to do a double undercut like so and bring the 9 of diamonds to the very top. Now what you do is you say, hey, I'm gonna need a helping card, and say you can dribble and say, hey, tell me to stop anytime you want. And let's say they stop on this card, the 10 of diamonds. It's not gonna work really well because it's such a similar card. Let's use a different card. 2 of spades. Let's say they stop on the 2 of spades. You still have the 9 of diamonds at the very top. They don't know that. Say, you know what? Turn it back like over and over like this, so they know that there's nothing fishy about this card. And say, you know what? This card's gonna help me find your card. And while you're saying that, slowly, discreetly do a push of pinky break on the top card, and then place the 2 of spades on the very top. Pick all the cards up from the break, like so, and then go watch. In 3, the card's going to change, and go 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's the easiest application I can think of. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the tutorial, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.